It's a new year, it's 2020, and we thought this is a good reason to show you the upgrades, refinements to the 2020 GP1 1500.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest. Back a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. We in that sunshine state where the bomb ass hit be. The state where you never find a dance floor empty. And pimp speed on a mission for them greens. Lean bean, money making machines serving fiends.
So the GP1 is a race proven package. The boat's been able to win all over the world, including the last 2 Pro Ski IJSPA World Championship titles in Lake Havasu, Arizona. Always looking to improve and refine upon what we already have. So the innovation and the improvement really never stops. So this off season we worked really hard, just taking what was a really good package and just refining it. One of our goals with the 2020 GP1 was always to try and build a high performance race package. It's something that you could ride on the weekends, ride with your friends, ride in the surf, and have a full-blown race spec watercraft that you can use as like a weekend rider, weekend warrior, and a one boat that does it all. One of our key features and aims with the GP1 was to keep something that was super reliable but very easy to ride, as well as being a race winning ski. So we could have easily built something that was good for the racetrack, can go and win races, but would have been very difficult to ride. So our whole goal was to have this boat that was super fast. As you can see, it's won races everywhere, it's won the world championships, won the toughest races, but the average guy can jump on it and he can go ride with his buddies, and he doesn't have to be the most skilled rider. So that was a big goal for us, as well as keeping reliability. Today we're going to be talking about like a turnkey package, which right now we focus on the 1500 version, and we really push and try to use as much OEM parts as possible mechanically, so the reliability of the ski stays really high and keeps it in line with the big OEMs. So for the 1500 GP1, we use the 1500cc 4-cylinder 1500 Kawasaki engine. We use the standard fuel tank, fuel pump, drive pump, so you're getting a 148 pump. We use the standard Kawasaki steering cable, throttle lever. We try and use as many of the good quality OEM parts that are available and are usable from the 1500 platform. For the pump system, on the standard GP 1500, we use the standard Kawasaki 148 pump. We do offer GP1s with Solus pumps, Scat Track pumps. You can put a B&J pump in from Europe. The hull accepts all of those pumps. But for our standard guys, we find the standard 1500 pump, 148, stock nozzles works really good. Common upgrade is the prop itself. A lot of guys opt to go with a Scat Track prop or even a Solus. As far as ECU upgrades, we work closely with Map Tuner. So we have a wide variety and library of different tunes available for the GP1. The great thing about the Map Tuner, it's super reliable, easy to use. You're able to download tunes from all over the world, long as you have one of the Map Tuner X boxes, and you can change, pull tunes, send tunes to the ski yourself, super easy. and the tunes are really reliable, great performance. You got tunes that you can run pump gas, aft gas, race gas, you name it. Those guys have done a great job, and that tune works really well on our GP1500. So as far as the boat goes, let's start from the rear of the boat. Let's start off, we have our adjustable hull extension system. So with the GP1, you're able to stack different hull extensions, and you can then manipulate how much nose pressure you want out of the ski, which then changes the amount of drive. So if you're wanting more nose pressure, you add more of these spaces onto the rear of the boat, which gives you the feeling of a longer boat. If you're wanting a more playful, lighter nose boat, maybe better for jumping boat wakes and so on, you can remove those plates and have something more playful and poppy, which is good for play riding. Drainage, we use the duckbill Versaplug system. So it's basically a Versaplug with the ball, and then it has a duckbill over it. So you've got basically two barriers for water going up backwards into the boat, but you're able to get a lot of water out of the boat. We run two of those, one on either side of the boat. As far as the pump intake system goes, that's been a massive part of what we worked on already a season ago. So we built a complete billet pump system that basically is the pump plate that mounts the 1500 style pump from the back of the ski into a billet pump shoe into our scoop grate, which is made out of all billet parts. Now all of these three pieces bolt together, but they are able to be removed separately. But once they're bolted together, we found that the flow through the intake is amazing. The design was really good. A lot of work went into the design and the relationship between the scoop grate, the pump shoe, and the pump plate. Making that new part and fitting it onto a GP1, we picked up massive gains by purely just changing the intake system. So it took a lot of work, but it was well worth it, and luckily our customers get the benefit of that now with a full billet system, super reliable, and pretty much as trick as it gets. Another big change for the 2020 product is the new tray layout. So previously in the past, we had a very aggressive tray, and while it worked really well for a lot of races, it took a little bit of time to get used to it for the first time guy jumping on the ski. So we mellowed out the tray this year. We're able to flatten out the center of the tray, with still maintaining a good foot grip right at the front of the tray. But then we were also able to reduce the size of the center pump box, keep the lower tray on either side, but we were able to reduce the pump box height by 50%. So that makes, once the tray has got all the Jetra mats on it and all the padding, it gives you the feeling of a very normal tray system, but still allowing your feet to hook in, keep the grip, and keep those benefits of the previous generation, but probably being a little bit less obtrusive for the average rider. Going on to the handle poles of the GP1, we offer multiple different handle poles. So the most common, obviously, being the Blosian setup or the products from RRP. We offer the cast handle poles from Rick Roy products, to the billet, to lightweight billet, CBX, you name it. So when you order a GP1, you can spec the handle pole system however you choose. You can go with the Blosian, which is a little bit straighter, a little bit more direct, but they're all available. They're all bolt straight onto the GP1, so that is purely up to the rider's choice. You can pick your colors, you can pick pretty much anything that you want. So really nice feature with the boat, and you're able to adjust the riding angle and the way you're standing with obviously the adjustment of the handle pole. All of the GP1s come with an RRP base bracket, so you get the dual air intakes into the hull, which obviously is great for air. We do have two big air scoops on the top of the hood that has a water separator system, so the water cannot, well, it's very difficult for water to go forwards into the engine bay. It normally drains out the back of the hood, but you, at the same time, you're able to get the maximum amount of air into the engine. As far as the bumpers, we manufacture our own side bumpers. It's a rivet style side bumper. There's a lot of function in our bumpers. You get a lot of grip out of them. They work well. They're very durable, as well as the front bumper is something that gave us a nice cosmetic look, and definitely functional in a situation where you might be bumping into the trailer, bumping into another rider, dock and so on. So really good system with our whole bumper system that we got going on at the moment. Gas cap, we have an aero style gas cap, nice flush mounted, top of the range. It was really important to keep a nice smooth, you know, silhouette to the ski. So we went through a lot of work to find the right gas cap system. There's a lot out there on the market. They leak water, they do all sorts of weird stuff. So we went with a really high-end gas cap system. It clicks in place. You know, it's aero level gas cap, so water, things like that aren't a problem going past it, and it functions really well. As far as tying down the ski goes, we've got a really nice front hook that's collapsible. So for the guys that are racing, you can put your bow eye, tie strap onto it. You don't have to worry about hitting a log jump at the wrong angle and puncturing it. So it's something that is collapsible, nice to tie the boat down onto the trailer, easy for the rescue guys to hook you up if they ever need to. So really good little system. On the back of the boat, we've got 2 tie hooks built into the boat. Really strong, great for tying down on the trailer, and super easy. As far as the engine goes, we've stuck with the 1500 Kawasaki 4-cylinder. We use the standard gas tank, standard fuel pump, standard wiring harness. Everything is pretty much left unchanged. So reliability is paramount with us, and that is how we found the best solution to get great performance with the reliability. We stick with this 1500 package. So the battery is mounted near the rear right hand side of the engine bay. It's easy to get to. You can remove the battery with the engine in place, with the air filter in place, super easy. So dealing with that, with any long-term jet skier knows that a battery is always something that at some point is going to go bad, especially if you live in a place that gets really cold over the winter and you're not going to be able to ride. So easy access to the battery was crucial for us. We were still able to keep the on-off switch and the warning light and the fuel light from the 1500. So that's all totally functional, so you can see when you're out there. If you pick up a problem with the engine, you can get the warning light like you would on a standard 1500 SXR, as well as you can have the fuel light, super handy if you're spending a big day out on the lake. You can see, you know, if you're low on gas and you know you need to get back to the dock or the trailer or whatever else, you got some form of warning so you're not left stranded out on the lake. On the GP1, we use our rear Sponsons setup. So those bolt directly to the hull, give a little bit extra stability, a little bit extra grip, and still the same Sponson setup from the previous years, so nothing really improved there, but just a good solid package and great handling setup. As far as the hull goes for 2020, no changes were made to the 2020 GP1. So from the top deck and the hull, everything was left unchanged, just refinements to pump setup, little things like that, just to make things finished off better, smoother, better fitment. That was the critical aim. To finish off the whole package, we normally wrap these GP1s in either a graphic kit from LG1 or RPD graphics. The customer is able to pick which design they want, which colors, their sponsors, their numbers, their basically anything. So the sky's the limit when it comes to graphics. Color wise, GP1s, we pretty much can make them in any color that there's a gel coat or something that we can mix gel coat to. So color wise, we can do flake designs, this one being a nice platinum, which is like a white with a platinum flake in it. Inside the hull of the GP1, we normally color match the engine carrier to the gel coat used on the exterior of the boat, so you get this mix of the coloring of your top deck as well as the black speckle finish of the interior. So it gives a nice premium feel to the GP1 and allows you to customize it just a little bit more. Speed wise, depending on the package that you get, the average GP1 turnkey out the box, they normally start off at around 65, 66, 67 miles an hour and upwards from there. So a lot depends on what tune, what prop and so on that you take, and also how you set the nose pressure. Me personally, I'm not a massive top speed guy. I want more handling, faster ET between the turns, and a better, more comfortable handling package. So for me, it's all about the handling and the turning. I don't really chase the speed. So, you know, it is all adjustable to what you want out of the boat and what you're going to be doing with it. Hope this little video gives you a better understanding of the 2020 GP1. So if you want to get one of these, give us a call at Kommander, go on the website, and we'll take good care of you.